Juice Daddy Pickups. What up, everybody? It's been a while since I did a pickup video. How's it going? Well, a quick pickup video with some stories. That's what's coming your way. There's not a whole lot of pickups coming your way. But there's... Well, let's just get to it. Alright. First things first. We got this copy of Descent on PS1. The artwork is kind of coming off the front, peeling off the case. However, inside, oh, look at that. Even has the foam. Disc is in perfect condition. Got this from the retro game store for $8. And I have lots of credit currently at the retro game store. But no story behind that pickup. So let's get to not really a pickup, but here I'm gonna have to show just this is my pass for PlayStation 4 Sony's E3 conference at the local movie theater. This will be I want to say the fourth year in a row I've decided to take in Sony's E3 press conference on the big screen at the local movie theater. It's free. You go to that little website and sign up for tickets if your local theater's doing it. And you kind of get there early. The bonus is if you're going to watch the E3 conference, you might as well do it. Because they usually give you like $10 in PSN credit. And some other like DLC and little extras and goodies. In fact, I'm not using it right now, but you may have seen in previous videos a cup similar to this one for last year's Sony E3 that I still use. So, they want to pay me $10 to go to the movie theater and watch the E3 conference, which I'm going to do anyway. I'll take it. Awesome. I get there early so I get a seat. Never really had a seating problem at my local theater here, but I heard it has been an issue in like bigger cities. So, probably still time to get tickets. Go ahead and Google it if you see this video this weekend. Alright, next story. And next, not even a pickup. This one would be more of a give me. A give me. I'm kind of excited by this, actually. As you may know, and you're probably going to hear about it in future videos and future $5 Game Box episodes, I went to Denver recently, a couple weeks ago, and, well, here's the deal. I went to bed really early on a Friday night, about 9 o'clock on a Friday night, because I was going to get up really early in the morning for the 10-hour drive on Saturday. I actually set my alarm to get up at 2 a.m. So, you know, being nervous about the drive and nervous about getting up, I wasn't sleeping very well. But finally around 10-ish, I was drifting off to sleep. And as I'm kind of half asleep, half awake, someone comes and pounds on my apartment window. Boom, 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 on the window in my bedroom, which is right next to my bed. Bam, 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 bam. And I'm like, okay, Friday night, someone's drunk, but, you know, scared the fucking bejesus out of me, of course. I'm like, jump up, I'm like, and I don't know what the hell's happening. I don't have a weapon near my bed. That's changed, by the way. But I'm just like, okay, they're just drunk, they're walking away, they're going away. Bam, bam, one more time. Bam, bam, bam. And this time I'm up, I got the lights on, I go to the blinds, and there's a woman up right in my window, right outside my window. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I thought this was somebody else's apartment. I'm sorry. And I'm like, bitch, we have doors. Go to the fucking apartment door. You don't bang on I'm sorry. She goes away. Needless to say, I mean, I didn't get back to sleep. probably for another 2 hours. And then the alarm went off at 2 a.m. and I was dog tired. I had to stop at a rest area just 2 hours into my drive just to take a nap because I was already like nodding off and go. I mean, how do you go right to sleep again after someone pounds on your fucking bedroom window and you have no fucking idea? You don't know what the fuck is happening. She's lucky. I mean, this is Montana. She's lucky I wasn't armed. So anyway, I do the Denver trip, which you're going to see some of. My next video on this channel is probably going to be related to my trip to Denver. I visited the One Up arcade and bar about a half a block away from Coors Field, because that's where I was going down to see the Cardinals play the Rockies. So there's a lot of footage from there and a little bit from my hotel, mostly concerning retro arcade systems and retro arcade games. So that was a lot of fun, and so you're going to see some of that here on the channel very soon. But anyway, I come back on Monday. Monday was Memorial Day here in the States. And someone knocks on my door. And of course, I got in really early in the morning, like 6 in the morning. I'm coming in, so I'm nodding off anyway, trying to catch up on sleep. I drove all night, Sunday night into Monday morning. Boom, 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 boom on my door. And it's another neighbor, and she's like, "Did you see this?" And I look, and I'm like, "No." She's like, whatever this woman's name is, I don't know if it's on there. She felt really, really bad about what she did the other night. She wanted to say she was sorry, and she was so, so sorry and so, so upset that she did this. So anyway, this person who pounded on my door, on my bedroom window at 10 o'clock on a Friday night that I had to get up really buttfuck early in the morning on Saturday, left me a $40 GameStop gift card. Worth it. Worth it. $40 at GameStop, which I'm going to be browsing them retro games on the store, on the website. So, thank you, more than likely drunk woman who found a cat that wasn't the cat that you thought it was. Apparently, was the story. I don't know. She thought she found my neighbor's cat, and she thought my window was the neighbor's window. But the neighbor wasn't home because they're moving and they're staying at their... It's a long fucking convoluted story, which ends in me getting $40 at GameStop. Hey. All right. So, there's one more pickup. I need Mario's help because he's my cameraman. Hello. What is this? What do we have here? It is the Switch. We have a Nintendo Switch. Look how seamless that was. Did you see that? Look at that. Watch this. Okay. We're going to put her back in the dock like so. Oh! There it goes. There it goes. And then when you pull it, boom! Just like so. Now, there's a story behind the Switch. Let me show you. Okay, that's the little controller grip thingy. We've also got Zelda Breath of the Wild. There's that tiny little thing. And we have this giant, massive Breath of the Wild strategy guide. And inside was a map. It's a big map of Hyrule. So, there's that. Now, I'm certain Zelda didn't come with a manual. I haven't seen anybody showing the manual for this. But what I found interesting, you see these two clips? Is that where manuals would go? Are manuals going to be about that size right there, no bigger than that? What are these clips designed to hold? Because there's no clips on this side, so I'm assuming that if any games come with manuals, they're going to be really small. Anyway, here's the story behind this Switch. Some of y'all are going to hate me. Some of y'all are going to hate me. Story behind this Switch. last Friday night, actually last Friday during most of the day, I was getting messages from a friend of mine here locally, another collector. And basically, well, long story short, and I'll tell the story. Long story short, I bought this Nintendo Switch. It's got the dock, it's got both controllers, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Zelda Breath of the Wild strategy guide, all of this for $250. I got a Switch with Zelda for $250. This guy hooked me up. He knows he can resell it. But my friend here, he had a Switch. He had a Nintendo Switch. He has the multicolored one. And somebody put a deal, I think, on Craigslist, selling his Switch stuff for $250. And I guess this guy had a bunch of like accessories and different things and like some other games. So my friend bought it for $250. And even though he knows he can probably turn around and flip this at least for $300, probably a lot more since it's still sold out, but maybe $450. He said, I'm just going to sell it. I'm willing. I took what I wanted out of the bundle I bought, and I'm going to ask you're first, and if not, I'm going to go to the next person. I'll offer the Switch and the Zelda stuff for what I paid. And that way I get my money back and I get this other stuff out of the lot that I didn't have, out of the bundle that I didn't have. So I basically get a couple other games and accessories for free. Great deal for him and for me. Now, I had just gotten back from this Denver trip, so I was like, man, I can't do it. I can't justify the money. But then I thought about it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get a Switch. The Switch by itself is going to be $300. I'm going to get Zelda. Zelda's going to be $59.99. There's more than likely not going to be a price drop on Zelda anytime. Not even, maybe towards Black Friday, you'll get maybe a buy two, get one at Target or Best Buy. But it's not going down to $30. More than likely. I mean, maybe. I could be wrong. But I'm just taking a wild guess here. It's not going to be super cheap. So I'm like, let me take a look. And I looked at my bank account, I did some calculations, and I had some cash left over from the Denver trip that I hadn't put back in my bank yet. And what it boiled down to is I needed to go and basically get another $100 in cash because I had like $150 on me. So after I told him no, like I just can't do it, I can't justify it. About 5 minutes later, I messaged him like, you know what? I can. And luckily he hadn't moved on to the next person yet. And I went by his house later that night, and I've got a Switch. I'm a Switch owner. Now the caveat of this $250 bundle, and really, it's not a big deal, is first thing, I've only got the left one. I believe this is for the left. No, it's for the right controller. It's for the right controller. So I've only got this little like wrist strap thingy with the, to make. I've only got one for the right controller. I don't have one for the left controller. Not a big deal. I probably, if I really, really want these, I'll go buy them at GameStop. I heard they're even like, you can get them for like less than $10. I'm not sure. I'm not in any rush to get them. So there. The other thing is, I don't have the grip, like to take the Joy-Cons off and put them in the grip and play. So if I want to play on the TV, I need to remove the Joy-Cons, put the thing back in the dock. So basically I don't have a grip for them. So if I want to play whatever, I'm playing them kind of like strapless Wiimotes. I'm doing this little dealio here. So yeah, that's where Zelda, as you saw, is not in there yet. Otherwise, I'd fire it up. But there's the eShop, and I don't know how well it's going to come off there. There's me. I'm Juce with the little Yoshi there, and yeah. So I don't have a grip, so I can't sit here and use it like a controller. But then on the other hand, I could be like the guy in the initial presentation, basically just lay here, put them at. I can be playing like this, one controller here, the other controller in this hand, just like, oh. But quite honestly, I'm gonna tell you, um, I've got big hands. About everything about me is big. Oh, an error's occurred. Okay, let's close it. Whatever. Um, these. Now, granted, I haven't played much of anything yet, but I definitely feel I'm going to have to invest in that Pro controller. These buttons are really small, and also these plus and minus buttons are used, and the home button's kind of down here. That's very painful to my hand to reach down and hit the home button right there. Even the what are those called? Thumbsticks. Even they're kind of feel small in my hands. I haven't really done. Oh, see, I can't imagine playing a game like this. I can't. Oh, hell no. I mean, my wrist is already hurting. I have a carpal tunnel that pops up every now and then because I'm office and always on the computer. I can just feel this hand just like saying "fuck you," like needing its brace immediately. Using that one, and this one, even though the buttons are a little bit closer. Okay, the right one's a little bit more comfortable to me, but I'll tell you what, I don't know. These buttons, these shoulder buttons, aren't disabled. So holding it like this, I'm hitting the shoulder buttons just trying to. But look at that in my hands, it disappears. It's not comfortable. So it looks like the Pro controller is definitely a must if I'm going to spend a whole bunch of time here playing Zelda and get into Mario Kart. These, it's going to be rare. I may see if somebody like turns in that grip, and I may just buy it just to have it, and just in case. But as far as I can tell, the Pro controller is going to be a necessity, so I'm going to have to rush out and pick that up even before I pick up Mario Kart 8. ARMS just came out, or anything else. And just in case, you wanted to hear it, which I'm sure maybe you did, it does indeed. Oh, want to hear it again? Want to hear it again? All right. So anyway, yeah, 250. I just fucking hit my funny bone. God damn it. 250. I'm missing this little thing for the left controller, and I'm missing the little put it in to have a actual controller thing. Not bad for saving $50 on the console. So I basically saved $110 on the console and the game, just to not have one of these, and just to not have that little controller thingy. And plus whatever that guide's worth. It probably retails for $20. I wouldn't buy it myself, but it's nice to have, and it's in really good condition. Switch, baby! Nintendo Switch! I am very happy. I mean, a very good deal. A very, very good deal. And what's been so far a summer of pretty good deals. $650 game box, $250 game box, $250 Nintendo Switch with Zelda, and knock on wood, something may be coming up here in the next week or so that will absolutely, it would at least double my collection, if not more. A little teaser, and there's no guarantee it's going to pan out, and it will be a little bit expensive if it does, but I may have the pickup that will end the channel. I may have it. I mean, if this guy says, if he has what he says he has, and he comes through, and it's a price that I can, put in my wheelhouse and hit, it may. I mean, it'd be when I'm good. If he has what he says he has, it's really I don't need to go out hunting anymore. I don't need to go out hunting for little, I'm gonna, but that's in the future. Focus on the present. I've got a Switch. Pro Controller's next. We're gonna get some Mario Kart action on. I'm finally gonna play Zelda. I've had it on Wii U, but I haven't even bothered opening it because I knew at some point I'm gonna have a Switch. I'm gonna play the definitive version of the game. So to end this episode, I'm gonna go ahead and be one of the many who attempts to try the. I'm just kidding. Hell no. Hell no. I am not putting that in my mouth. In case, if you haven't heard, Nintendo has put some deterrent on the front cover of the game cards here, so that small children and dogs won't eat them. It'll taste so bad they'll spit them out. So, I've heard they taste disgusting. I will take people's word on that. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching another episode of Juice Daddy Pickups. And this time, we got the hot new console. I hope Nintendo rides this wave, man. Nintendo has got us again. This is almost, I don't know if it's quite up to the fervor of Wii when it first initially launched. I guess we're going to see this holiday season. That's going to be the true test to see how hot this thing really is. But right now, I still can't buy it retail. I've never seen it in the local Walmart or Target. I haven't seen any Costco bundles in my local Costco. I very rarely even see games. Like, I'll see like a copy or two of Zelda and a couple copies of 1-2 Switch. I think they've really got something. They've got people's imagination. Now they got to hit us with games. People are experiencing Mario Kart 8 for the first time because nobody played it on Wii U. ARMS seems to be getting middling reviews, but from what I can tell, people think it's a concept that really works and can be built upon and can succeed. Splatoon 2, I hope, blows people out of the water. The first one was so awesome. I hope now that the Switch is taken off that people pick up Splatoon 2 and see the amazingness. Of course, Mario this holiday. I cannot wait. I hope Nintendo keeps that momentum. I hope third parties start jumping on board. So I'm going to get a Pro Controller. I'm also going to get a mini SD card. I may have a 64 gig lying around, but I'm going to get a bigger one. I had to actually look. I had no idea the mini SD card slot is underneath the stand. It's right there. I had no idea it was there. I was also looking for a stylus, but I don't think it comes with one. I think it's just a touchscreen. You use your fingers. No stylus to be seen. Alright, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And leave a comment down below and tell me what you think and tell me how you're doing if you're enjoying the stuff. I always love hearing from you. And subscribe if you haven't. There's great content. People are really digging the $5 game box, and I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying that. And there's more to come. As long as I get my fat, lazy ass to edit some episodes. I've got... What was the last episode I did? 13? 14, 15, and 16, and almost 7... No, I've got up to 17. Like, ready to edit and just upload. That's how behind I am there. And that arcade video tour is going to be coming up soon, too. So stay tuned to the channel. Great stuff coming up. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.